Correct. Pam Foster is here, Peter Booth is here, Mark is here. There's one more person who looks like is joining, so maybe we'll just wait for that person to come in and then we can kick off.
Yeah, that might be Andrew then, since Bill is out.
Okay. So you guys should be able to see Mayur's screen, just the items he's going to cover today. Yes, it is Andrew. So we have 4 people from your team, Jim, Andrew, Mark, Pam, and Peter.
All right, as far as I'm concerned, then we can start moving.
All right, let's get started. Mayur, on to you.
Yeah, everybody can see my screen.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
And unless you have a question, then otherwise, gentlemen, will keep your mics on mute and just keeps the sound down.
So yeah, so here is the agenda for the today's session. First is we will see the process of vendor creation and vendor setup. After then we can see the process of order management with purchase order header, purchase order lines, purchase order updates, miscellaneous charges, vendor documents, reference order, explosion, posting, line item net requirement. After that we will see the in which we can also see the vendor contacts and document handling. First we will see how we can start our AX environment. For start AX environment, Azure Remote app should be installed in your laptop. After install Azure Remote app, just double click on Azure Remote app. Yeah, after open the window, you can see here Microsoft Dynamics AX 2012 logo. Just double click on that. You can use your credentials for login. Just click OK. When you open the remote Azure app first time, it will take time, but after that it can open easily. So here you can see our AX environment is now open. On URL you can see the different type of legal entities, your TO India, TO UK, and TO US. Here you can see the list of different modules: accounts payable, account receivable, general ledger, budgeting, cost accounting, procurement, sourcing, product information management, like that. Uh, in AX 2009 there is only accounts payable module, but in AX 2012 accounts payable module divided into 2 modules. One is accounts payable and another is procurement and sourcing. Mainly procurement and sourcing module mainly used for your from purchasing to deliver your item to deliver your items, and for accounts payable module you can use for invoicing and for finance related things. You can see purchase requisition, request for quotations, all procurement related thing in accounts in procurement and sourcing module, but in accounts payable module you cannot see that stuff. In AX 2009 all the stuff are present in accounts payable module. uh, Now first we will see how we can create vendor and setup related to vendor. Just click on procurement sourcing module. In common form, click on vendor. Just click on all vendors. You can see here different type of tabs: uh, vendor, procurement, invoice, and journal. In vendor tab, here you can see the icon for create a new vendor. Just I am creating a new vendor. You can enter the name of the vendor here. Here you can select the vendor group. In address section tab, here you can add vendor related addresses. This is the address form. Here you can add address and related information. On sales group, you can add your sales group. Here you can select the address purpose, means for business, for delivery, or for invoice which you require. I am selecting remit to delivery address, uh, invoice address. Here you can select the country region. I am selecting US. Here you can select your postal code. If you want this contact primary, then just tick on primary checkbox. In contact information, you can add uh, address related contacts, means if you want to add phone number, email address, telex or fax. If there is any tax registration number, you can add over here. And in general, you can select the sales tax related information. Just click on OK. Now here you can see the our address is created. In contact information, you can add the contact for that particular vendor. If you want to make this contact primary, just tick on this checkbox. In miscellaneous detail tab, you can add the credit rating and credit limit for your vendor. In administration, there is a buyer group field. You can select your buyer group. Purchase. There is a vendor profile tab which is currently Teenage Solution is not using. This is for your bidding purpose, one-time supplier. If you are using, just tick on one type supplier. In purchase demographic field, you can add here your vendor currency. Suppose is USD or GBP, you can select. Here you can add your primary contact. Here you can add the person name, which is related to that vendor. But before that, you have to create the contact details. Uh, Here you can see the contacts where you can add the contact persons for that particular vendor. Just click on add contacts. Here you can enter contact person name. There are another fields which are optional. If you require, you can enter another fields. Here you can add the contact person name, addresses, and uh, this is a window for the contact person addresses. You can specify all details of addresses of that contact person. In contact information, you can add contact for that particular person. And here is the employee information, where you can mention their job profile, their functions. These all are optional. Now you can see our vendor is created. If you want to create the same vendor for multiple legal entities, there is an option here, add vendor to another legal entity. Suppose currently this vendor is present in TO US and I want to create that vendor for TO UK. So I will select here TO UK, vendor group, vendor currency. Now here you can see this vendor is also created for TO UK company. Here you can see the TO UK company. If you want to see a transaction related to that vendor, just click on transaction. Currently this is a new created vendor, that's why you could not see any transaction here. Here you can check the balance. Here is the procurement tab. If you want to create a purchase order directly from vendor, just click on purchase order. Otherwise you can create from purchase order form also. You can see trade agreements here. If any trade agreement present to that vendor, you can see the trade agreements. You can also check the purchase prices, discounts related to that vendor. invoice posted for that vendor. You can also check in invoice tab. This is our vendor creation process. So now I will show you how we can create the purchase order. Just click on procurement and sourcing module. Click on all purchase order. Just select the vendor. In general tab here you can specify site and warehouse. I'm selecting main warehouse. Here you can specify the delivery date, accounting date. In administration tab you can see the bio group which we already specified on vendor. Here you can select the pool. If you select the site and warehouse here, it will be automatically come on your purchase order lines. Just select the orderer. And the requester who request for that purchase order.
So there is two questions from Mark. The first question is related to external part number. So I just go back to the external part number of that vendor. So saying, I'm just going back to the vendor master to show one thing which Mark has asked regarding the external part number. So how to set external part number? Suppose vendor for a particular item, vendor treat it with some different name. So how to set it up? So there is an option. In procurement, there is a setup external item description. So in external item description, you have to mention that for a particular item. Suppose I'm taking example of this sheet abrasives, and for that particular configuration, what vendor says. So vendor can name it like something different number. So you can set this thing in the external item description. So one question of Mark was this, and other question was, can we set the warehouse and site on the default in the vendor master? So that we can set it in the purchase demographics. So in purchase order defaults, just editing it. So in purchase order default, you can set the site and warehouse. So what it will do, whenever you create a purchase order for this particular vendor, it will automatically take the site and warehouse from this and purchase pool and all that things. So you can set it up in the vendor master. So now Mayur will continue with the purchase process.
Yeah, this is a create purchase order form. Specify all the information which is required for the purchase order. Just click on OK. Here you can see the purchase order header, purchase order lines, and line details. On purchase order header, you can see the information related delivery dates, total discount percentage, contact ID. You can select the contact ID if any. Uh, if you want to change the delivery date, you can change from here also. In AX 2009, there is a simple view and advanced view, but in AX 2012, there is a header view and line view. You can see this on the top. There is a header view and line view. In header view, you can get all the information, but in line view, you can get only specific information. Here is the general tab in header view. Here you can see the vendor account number, our invoice number, site warehouse. In setup tab, here you can mention your sales tax group. If any tax exempt number, you can also provide over here. Here you can see the posting profile related to that vendor. Here you can select the buyer group, uh, pull and orderer. In delivery tab, here you can change the delivery date also. Here you can choose confirm delivery date. Here you can select the mode of delivery. Currently I am choosing air freight. Delivery terms. In price and discount tab, here you can select the due date for that vendor. If you want to change the terms of payment, you can change from here also. You can select the method of payment, cash. Payment schedule, 20% advance, 80% net. Here you can select the cash discount. And in bottom you can select financial dimension. Click again on line view. On purchase order line, select the item. I am selecting 0. Just specify the quantities. After selecting this, just click on purchase tab. Uh, uh, Click on confirmation to confirm the purchase order. After confirmation, just click on receive to post your receipt list and product receipt. Here on line tab, you can see all the purchase order line related details, my items, my quantity and unit price. On total, you can check your invoice amount. If there is any discount, you can also uh, see the discount. If any miscellaneous charges, you can also check the miscellaneous charges. If you want to add any miscellaneous charges, you can add it from the purchase order lines. There is a button financial, just click on maintain charges, just select freight, charges value is $20. If there is any sales tax, you can select sales tax also. Just escape it. If you after confirmation, if you add anything, you can you need to confirm the purchase order again. There is a one question from Mark Yunis. Can you add miscellaneous charges to the header also, or it is on line only? Yes, you can add the miscellaneous charges from header also. You can see this button on the top. There is a maintain charges button. From here you can also add the miscellaneous charges. If you add from here, it will be applicable for your all lines, purchase order lines.
Yeah. Regarding the maintain charges on header. Hello. Yeah. Regarding the maintain charges in header. So once you add, suppose in purchase order there are multiple lines and you add these charges on the header, then there is an option to allocate. So what allocate it does is it will ask how to allocate this charge. So you can allocate through net amount or through quantity wise or per line wise. So net amount will be such that based on your amount it will be divided among the lines. Quantity is based on the quantity, and per line means equally it will divide among the lines. So every time if you allocate any charges through header, you have to allocate it through by selecting this thing and click on the allocate.
In purchase order tab, here you can see the totals of the amount. Here you can see our total charges is 20, total amount is 660, and subtotal amount is 640. If there is any cash discount, you can see over here also 3.30. For posting your receipt list and product receipt, just click on receive tab. Just click on posting receipt list. If you want to take the print, just click on print receipt list and click on OK. Here you can see the receipt list print. Here you can check all information related to your receipt list. If you want to save this print, you can save in PDF, in Excel. You can easily export in Excel also, in CSV, in XML, and in Word also. After if you want to check after posting the receipt list, just click on the receipt list. Here you can check the receipt list posting. After that, for posting the product receipt in X2009, there is a name is a packing slip, but in X2012 name change into the product receipt. For posting the product receipt, just click the product receipt. If you want to print, just click on print product receipt. Here you can specify your product receipt number or packing slip number. Here you can specify the product receipt date, document date. If you want to mention any terms of payment, you can also specify over here. In lines, you can check the quantity and discount related. Yeah. Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, hey guys, this is Anil, I'm here. Just give us a second, there's a bit of an audio issue. I think you should be able to start off. Just give us a second.
Arul, can you speak up? I think you should be back on.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, you're back on.
Yeah. So we are on the product receipt page. On product receipt form, you can online tab you can see all the details related to product receipt, quantities. On total, you can check the totals, discounts, and carry discount. It's same like 2009. Just click on OK for post the product receipt or packing slip. Now your product receipt is posted. Just check the order status. Just click on all purchase order. You can see the now status is showing received, means goods is delivered to us. Now next is a reference order. On product tab here you can see the reference type. If purchase order is created from your sales order, you can see the reference type here, sales order and sales order reference number. If your purchase order is created from production order, you can get your production order number and production order reference type. Now next thing is explosion. Yeah, explosion is for to view or all the requirement related to your inventory. There is a one button in purchase order where you can check the net requirement and also the explosion. I'm creating the new purchase order for showing the explosion and net requirement. Uh, on product and supply tab, here you can see the net requirement. Just click on net requirement. If you want to update your net requirement, just click on master scheduling. Just click on OK to run your master scheduling. Now your master scheduling is updated. Here you can see your net requirement. On hand you can see your total on hand quantity. Requirement quantity is 102. In here you can see the on order quantity 102 minus 200, and in purchase order quantity you can see over here. For explosion, just click on product and supply button. There is a just click on explosion. Yeah, here you can see the explosion. Purpose of explosion to view all level of requirements that are calculated for your selected lines. Here you can see your purchase order number, required quantity, your requirement date, which is your delivery date. Here you can see the requested date. In Gantt chart you can see your explosion in graphical view. So this is the explosion related forms. Next is document handling. Document handling, which is used to use for your documents, means you can attach your vendor related documents like vendor's copy of purchases, their invoices. You can attach over here. Just click on new to create new attachment. You can see the format here: account file, engineering road files and generals.
Yeah, this really hasn't changed from 2009, so this will be the same as everybody's used to.
Yeah, this is same, right? In procurement sourcing, you can also get the reports in the report session. Here you can take the print of your reports. If you want the list of vendors, just you can check the vendor report. You can check your accrued purchase order reports, your open purchase order lines by delivery date reports, your statistic reports. Supply performance report. In periodic, here you can post your purchase order in combination. Means you can more than one purchase order you can confirm from over here. You can also the post product receipt list. In purchase order, you can see the if you want to open all purchase order, just click on all purchase order. Purchase order without confirmed delivery date means if there is a no delivery confirmed delivery date is present on the purchase order, that purchase order you can check over here. Purchase order of type journals means for that purchase order is selected the journal type. You can see that purchase order over here. You can see the plan purchase order which is created by the master planning. You can select your open purchase order in back order purchase order lines, and you can check your pending purchase order over here. Anybody have any question related to the purchase process?
Mark, was your last question answered about the activity details, or?
No, he's come back to me saying someone else said he'll get back to me on this.
Okay. All right. It doesn't sound like.
The only other question I would have is there going to be sending by email? Maybe that's to follow, but I don't know whether I've missed something when we print a PO or confirm a PO. That might be useful to know where to go for that.
I'm sorry. Speak up there, Mark. You're muttering.
Mark, we'll cover that in a separate session because some of that's got to be set up. Okay. And the Outlook, Jim, and the integration for emails. And just on your question with regard to the activities, that was a customization in 2009 that the activities from the vendor account and the sales customer account were added to orders. So we'll make that customization again in 2012. It's not there yet.
Okay, thanks.
Are there any other questions then? All right, I spoke to Mark, and we will send. We'll be sending a copy of the install executable over to Tegan so that Tegan can do the installs for the UK clients. That will allow you to connect. Meyer, I guess this will work the same way in that you guys will make sure by tomorrow morning for the UK, for everybody that they're all set up in AX so that they can access their sections. Is that correct? All right.
Yep. Right. Yeah.
Okay. And the US clients, I'll be around and make sure that there's the install for this connector that you saw in the very beginning is available. Realistically, we want you to take a look at everything, go through the processes that you normally go through them in the 2012 system, make sure you can go through them, or if there's problems, or if you see errors and things, let myself and Sanjay know. So send the email to us, and we'll look into it and either talk to the consultants at CloudFronts there, or let you know what the plan is for why something might have been changed. Anything else for me? All right then.
Yep.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. And we'll hope we can, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you for your time. We have already set up the users in our AX, so now it's up to the Jim and Sanjay to get the installation done, and you can start the practicing and accordingly proceed.
Okay, and just a reminder, the logins he's talking about is your normal network login and network account password. So, all right, thank you everyone. We're done for this one.
Thank you.